Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
You'll find more ways to save every day at Kroger. Right now, Kroger 80% lean ground beef is on sale for just $5.99 a pound. And don't miss out on online deal days. Enjoy unlimited free delivery for a limited time only. Hurry, offer ends soon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
Now on News Channel 6 at 5, additional charges after a shooting in Thompson.
Yeah, that's because of what investigators say they found as a result of that shooting. As your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
I'm Brad Means. We do thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with Thompson police saying a shooting that left Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr and law enforcement are discussing ways to keep people safe. AG Carr hosting a roundtable at the Columbia County Performing Arts Center. State, local leaders, and officers say issues impacting Georgia communities include contraband cell phones, unauthorized drones, human trafficking, and violent crime.
If you start looking at domestic terrorism, human trafficking, gangs, organized theft, these are unfortunately crimes that don't often just stay within one city or one county. They're more regional or statewide in nature. Human trafficking, for example, very transient. You've got folks that'll be in Augusta today and Macon tomorrow and Atlanta the next day. So to have a state unit that's dealing with all those issues matters. But it also, because these crimes are being committed at the local level, you want to have local involvement too.
Chris Carr, of course, also running for governor of Georgia.
It's time now for our first check on the weather.
Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Well, we had a rainy start to our Wednesday, but now it is nice and dry as we start out with our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam right outside the station. We do have some cumulus clouds still hanging around this evening, and you can see that here on our satellite and radar. No rain in sight, though. As we zoom out, we do have a cold front to our north and west, and along this front, there is a severe thunderstorm watch with several places from Texas over towards Mississippi experiencing those severe storms right now. Today, it is a much warmer day compared to yesterday. It's actually 14 degrees warmer in Augusta and a whole 20 degrees warmer in Sparta. And that means our current temperatures are in the 80s, 82 in Barnwell, 85 in Millen, Aiken, you're at 81, 84 in Augusta, 82 in Crawfordville, and 83 in Washington. So here's your evening forecast. It's going to stay warm, still in the low 70s by 9 o'clock tonight. We are going to continue to see some clouds clear out, but more rain will be on the way tomorrow. We have a 50% chance of morning showers and a few storms. And then as we go into the weekend, we're also going to have a high chance of rain. I'll have a look at your futurecast with that coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, thanks a lot, Jenna. Eisenhower Medical Center making some temporary changes due to staff shortages. Inpatient critical care services are going to be diverted starting May 4th. So patients who need those services will be transferred to the local care network. All other services will remain open and available. No word on when critical care services at Eisenhower will be reinstated.
A local group says North Augusta's animal shelter system is overdue for a change. They're pushing for a new facility and a voice in how it gets built. Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stalk has more.
A lot of folks care about animals. Over 60% of the country has pets, whether it's cats or dogs.
Friends of North Augusta Animals has pushed for a new shelter since 2017. They say the vision goes beyond housing animals.
Somewhere where seniors can come and walk dogs, kids can go and read the dogs. Young professionals like myself, that's why I came to the city, can volunteer there.
A 2019 consultant report outlines major issues in North Augusta's animal shelter system. It calls the Clay Pit Road facility non-viable, recommending no further investment in the building.
I still think the old public safety building or the old golf course could be viable locations, but I'm open to other locations.
Geller says the current facility has seen improvements over the last year.
They pay for all the vaccinations and they have increased the funding for the vet care there. So that's the huge investment they've done. And starting July of this year, they are hiring additional staff. So those are two huge investments that have significantly improved there.
The group has funded upgrades to its Rock for Rescue event. More than $11,000 went toward new kennels at exhaust system, and a security door. Gallus says more investment is still needed, and says collaboration with city leaders has been limited.
There's a new shelter committee. FONA hasn't been invited to be part of it. It could be a partnership with the county. It should be a community partnership with a nonprofit. But the city does have a role there, and that's the thing. We just need to sit around a table and discuss what the options are. It should be a community effort with all those stakeholders involved.
North Augusta leaders will vote Monday at 6 p.m. on animal shelter renovations. A public power hour starts at 5:30. In North Augusta, I'm Macon Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage-Stock, WJBF News Channel 6.
The city leaders taking notice of 2 locked gates at Augusta swimming pools. The Brigham Center pool is closed after 6 months of serious maintenance issues, and the doors have been closed at the Aquatic Center for 2 weeks now because of problems with the fire alarm system. Commissioners say taxpayers need answers.
We're shutting them down without giving any kind of notice to the citizens. It's just a sign on the door. We close until further notice. That's not, that's not good. That's not good practice.
The administrator telling commissioners that maintenance costs for both facilities are substantial, and commissioners need to look at whether it makes sense to be continuing doing the things they're doing at the facilities.
A 25-year-old is behind bars in Tattnall County facing involuntary manslaughter charges after a deadly accident. It happened Saturday night on Magnolia Road in Reedsville. Deputies say 46-year-old Kimberly King was hit by a truck and died at the scene. Another woman and a 3-year-old were also injured and taken to a hospital for treatment. The GBI arrested 25-year-old Jordan Young. The investigation continues.
Happening now, the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce and the Augusta Metro.
Come see why everyone's talking about WJBF 6 Plus, the CSRA's streaming home to a wide variety of local original programming. Free to download, free to watch. Get WJBF 6 Plus today on your favorite streaming device.
After an accident, it is not just about a case. It is about getting you back to the moments that matter most. At Mike Costello Law Firm, we help you move forward with confidence.
I was crossing the street.
An almost 20,000-pound utility truck struck her down in the middle of the crosswalk. She sustained injuries to both her cervical and lumbar spine.
They drill 6 screws that holds her neck together.
Oftentimes, the insurance companies will undermine your claim.
The amount of money that they offered us, it was an absolute no. It didn't even cover the medical.
We have the resources to go toe-to-toe with every single insurance company out there. Verdict, $10 million. And Yvette breaks down crying.
Golf may be over, but the
second chance to those who served their time.
What One Augusta Group is doing to help give them a fair shot at employment after the forecast.
We are experiencing an unsettled weather pattern this week, which means more rain is on the way over the next few days. We'll have temperatures ranging from the 60s to 80s, and then we're going to have plenty of sunshine to enjoy next week. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecast with all the details when we return.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Right now at Rooms to Go.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Here's a live look in on our Terry Limbert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Thompson, Georgia. We definitely do still have a lot of cloud cover, but we're done with the rain for now. We are mostly seeing morning showers and a few storms, and then the majority of the day is nice and dry, which is great news. The rain isn't really interfering with any evening plans, but the rain is extremely beneficial, and we could use a lot more of it. 84 degrees out there. It is a warmer day compared to yesterday. Winds are coming out of the west at 10 miles per hour. Dew points are in the low 60s. And around the CSRA, we have low to mid 80s. A little bit warmer down south with 85 in Swainsboro over towards Sylvania. And here's our satellite and radar. We have a cold front on the way, and along this cold front, there's severe weather again. So we have been very fortunate here in the CSRA that we have not been dealing with severe weather, but our friends just to the west of us are, and that includes Mississippi and over towards Texas. So We are going to be watching the system as it approaches the CSRA tomorrow morning. That means we will have a wet overnight period with temperatures falling into the upper 50s to low 60s. High temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the mid to upper 70s, so a little bit cooler again. We'll be below average, and we're also going to see some afternoon sunshine. So once again, this is mostly just morning rain ending by 10 a.m. And then as we get into the afternoon, it will be partly cloudy and dry. Rain chances are going to be at 50% for tomorrow, 40 on Friday, and then our highest chance of rain is going to be on Saturday. And that's going to be the day where it would impact some potential outdoor plans. So let's time it out on your Futurecast, starting with tonight. So this is midnight. Light showers starting to approach our western counties. Some pockets of heavier rain will be possible at times. So once again, just like how it's been over the past couple of days, drive with extra caution tomorrow. You may need to leave with some extra time as well. But then by Thursday evening, dry with clearing skies. Then as we go into Friday morning, you can see we're not expecting much rain, just a few spotty showers. But then this is when the tables turn. So it'll be more so Friday evening that we'll see a chance of those showers. This model is showing widespread rain, but very light in nature. And then once we get into Saturday, this is the main system that we'll be watching. That'll definitely bring us a healthy dose of widespread rain that will be pretty heavy at times. And for the first time in a while, we're actually included under a marginal threat of excessive rainfall. But this is going to be great news to help with our drought. I'm really not expecting many storms within that either. So we're continuing to dodge that severe weather threat. And then by Saturday evening around dinner time, we will be dry. So not much rain on Thursday or Friday, but you can see as we get to Saturday, especially north of I-20, that's when we could be talking up to around 2 inches of rain. And if you do have those outdoor plans on Sunday, that will be a great day. We'll be in the low 70s and we'll have plenty of sunshine, staying dry Sunday all the way through next Wednesday. Temperatures will then warm back up into the mid 80s. And then after that, our next chance of rain will be next Thursday.
Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully we'll get enough this weekend to tide us over.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking forward to the sunshine next week after all this rain we've had.
Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you.
Augusta leaders are looking to make improvements to the city's ban
from a Rhode Island student.
How he jumped in to save a classmate after the break.
Ralph Norman.
Mission once it's complete.
Up next, a heroic act from a Rhode Island student.
How he jumped in to save a classmate after the break.
Ralph Norman.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most.
Streamed at any time, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device. The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there. From cloudy days and rainy nights to scorching heat and everything in between, the CSRA's most trusted weather team is always working for you.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
So when the weather changes, always stay prepared. Anywhere, anytime. The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
Ralph Norman.
A first grader up in Rhode Island now being called a real hero after saving a classmate's life.
He was even made an honorary captain with his local fire department. Barbara Ron has the story.
When 7-year-old Samir Santana saw that his classmate was struggling to breathe back on April 9th, he jumped right in and performed the Heimlich maneuver. Now his community is honoring him as a hero. Meet Samir Santana, the youngest member of the North Providence Fire Department, as the honorary captain of the rescue service on Tuesday. This 7-year-old hailed as a hero after saving classmate and friend Jabril Nino Brewster from choking.
Thank you very much for all of your efforts.
The school says it happened during snack time. Nino eating apple slices when suddenly he began having trouble breathing. Immediately, the teacher was alerted, and as she was contacting the school nurse, Samir stepped up.
I saw him choking. My teacher told me to calm down and everyone sit down. She said she's going to call for help. And then I came and ran and did the Heimlich on him.
He saw his friend was in trouble. He acted and he supported his buddy and you know, being able to breathe freely again.
The adults relieved and in awe of the 7-year-old. Some didn't know he knew the skill, including his mother.
I was shocked. Obviously, as a 7-year-old, I don't really expect for him to know something like that. So for me, it was just a shocking moment. There was really no words.
Turns out, Samir had learned the Heimlich maneuver a year earlier in kindergarten, what ended up being a life-saving lesson.
Hopefully, it'll inspire other students to react.
An adult might, be a little skeptical or might want to try something different, but the kid just did what he was taught, and he did exactly how he was supposed to.
If Samir has taught us anything, it's that you are never too small or young to change a life. And he continues to have big plans for the future.
Do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
Be a police officer.
School and city officials told us they like to continue seeing first aid taught in schools, as you never know when you might need to jump right in and save a life.
Talk about being at the right place at the right time.
Oh, you're not kidding. Thank goodness.
And that does it for us this half hour, but we have more coverage you can count on at 5:30.
Including the royal couple heading to New York City. The latest on their visit to the U.S. Next at 5:30.
Not sure. The Live 5/6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's local headlines, the push for a new animal services facility in North Augusta. When we speak with one of the advocates, modifying firearms, the illegal device officers found in Thompson, and what it does to a handgun. Serious maintenance issues with the pool at the Brigham Center is keeping it closed after 6 months. And at the Aquatic Center, the doors have been closed for 2 weeks now because problems with the fire alarm system. Commissioners saying taxpayers need answers. Taking a look at our top news, national news for the day. King Charles and Queen. It's time now for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci joining us today. It was good to have the rain overnight.
Yeah, it's nice that it's coming in overnight and early in the morning, Dee, so our entire day isn't a washout, but things could change as we get towards Saturday, and that's when we're expecting more rain into the afternoon hours, and I'll talk about that coming up in the full forecast. But right now, no rain in sight. Our satellite and radar looking good here in the CSRA, but to the west of us, we have another system. This is a cold front with severe storms happening now in parts of Texas over towards Mississippi. So our temperature change map here in the CSRA, though, showing a much warmer day now that the rain has ended. We're at 20 in Sparta, 20 in Sandersville, 20 degrees warmer, that is, compared to yesterday. So we're back to the low to mid 80s, 82 in Allendale, 86 in Millen, 80 in Aiken, McCormick at 82. So overall, very consistent. And here's a live look in now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at SRP Park. Still mostly cloudy skies, but it's going to be a nice night for baseball as the Green Jackets take on the Kannapolis Cannonballers again. We've got 81 degrees at 7 p.m. It's possible that a stray shower could move through, but I'm really not expecting that rain to make it to the CSRA until the overnight hours. Then we're at 72 by 9 p.m. Now, looking ahead, we will have those rain chances pick up as we head into the weekend. Chance of that at 90% on Saturday, and I'll time that out on your Futurecast coming up, so be sure to stay with us. But back to you, Dee.
Thanks so much. We'll see you in a few minutes. $25 billion. That's how much the war in Iran. Coming up, a highly decorated gymnast could be making a return, a scam that you should be aware of, and a highly anticipated stage play has just come to Broadway. And coming up in What's Trending.
And we also have an unsettled weather pattern continuing with more beneficial rain on the way. I'll have all the details after What's Trending.
911, what's your emergency?
Good Morning Augusta, weekday mornings on News Channel 6. Good Morning Augusta, weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
Nice, nice. Oh, do I stand here? Oh, I'm on. Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for a look at what's trending. Oh, boy. Simone Biles is leaving the door open on potentially competing at the 2028 LA Summer Olympics. In a recent interview with CNN Sports, Biles says her decision is split right now on if she wants to compete. The 7-time Olympic gold medalist previously said she will be at the games in some capacity. One key factor that will determine whether or not Biles competes in 2028 is her mental health. The 29-year-old has openly talked about her struggles with the mental block in gymnastics known as the twisties that led to her withdrawal from the Tokyo Olympics in 2021. That is super cool. And I was just talking to John Hart before we came on. He says that her coach is now the head coach of gymnastics at UGA. So that's what I was talking about when we came on. Plus, we didn't have an opener like we usually do, so got a little confused there. Sorry about that. An easy way to tell if something's a scam. Rich DeMuro has a site you'll want to bookmark, and today's Rich on Tech.
How many times have you gotten a message or even a letter in the mail and wondered if it's a scam? Well, now there's a free website that can help you find out in seconds. They arrive daily by call, by text, by email, and even physical mail.
We've seen a massive uptick in volume in scams in the United States that's made scams and digital fraud in general the fastest growing crime in the country.
And if you think people aren't getting tricked, think again.
You start to feel urgency and fear and love or greed, and it really gets at what makes humans need to act in the moment. And the scammers play on that.
Brothers Patrick and Ryan Coughlin decided to do something about it after their mom was targeted in a voice cloning scam.
She picks it up, she hears my sister's voice in distress, and then a man comes on the phone and says, you got to pay me $1,200 or we're going to hurt your daughter.
They created a company called Savvy Security, and their first product is a free tool called scamwise.com. Users can upload screenshots, paste text, forward emails, or even snap a photo of a letter for an instant verdict. The system looks at phone numbers, language patterns, and known tactics to tell you if something is a scam.
An unknown number saying, hey, are you staying in today?
We tried it out with some unsolicited texts.
In this case, we said it's likely a scam.
And even a letter from the mail.
Final notice, immediate response needed. Your home warranty is about to expire.
Sounds serious.
Sounds serious.
But it does more than just flag a scam. It shows you why and what to do next. One of the biggest mistakes is responding at all. Block, delete, and always verify through a trusted source.
The goal here is really to just give users a second opinion quickly about what they're looking at and hopefully break that scammer's desire to force them to act quickly and without logical thinking.
So how is this better than just popping a message into an AI chatbot? The founders tell me their tool is built just for scams. So it not only checks for those red flags, but explains everything and tells you what to do next. You can find the link to ScamWise on my website. Just go to richontech.tv. I'm Rich DeMuro. That's Rich on Tech.
At Broadway's newest edition, Joe Turner's Come and Gone, opens up to $500,000 on Broadway. The play is set in the 1911 and unfolds in Pittsburgh boarding house that was a safe haven for black travelers during the Great Migration. Opening night was April 25th, and it continues all the way through July. You can see it's live in New York City at Ethel Barrymore Theater. It stars Taraji P. Henson and Cedric the Entertainer. And that's it for what's trending, but we are definitely keeping our eyes on the sky here for a look at our temperatures and what's coming up. I didn't want them to show my shoes because I don't have on my heels today, but they ended up showing my shoes. So we're just going to walk on off. Jenna's coming up next with your forecast.
I'll T-bone at the intersection.
The day my daughter was hit by a truck, my nines.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Plus, enjoy fast delivery and professional setup from the only furniture store just for kids. Rooms to Go Kids.
Hi, I'm Richard Lawson, and we're celebrating Black excellence.
Celebrating Black Excellence 365, only on News Channel 6.
It's time for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. Your chance to get a great haircut at a limited time price. Save time when you check in on our app. But hurry, the sale ends soon. The Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Miro, that's Rich on Tech.
At Broadway's newest edition, Joe Turner's Come and Gone, opens up to $500,000 on Broadway. The play is set in the 1911 and unfolds in Pittsburgh boarding house that was a safe haven for Black travelers during the Great Migration. Opening night was April 25th, and it continues all the way through July. You can see it's live in New York City at Ethel Barrymore Theater. It stars Taraji P. Henson and Cedric the Entertainer. And that's it for what's trending, but we are definitely keeping our eyes on the sky here for a look at our temperatures and what's coming up. I didn't want them to show my shoes because I don't have on my heels today, but they ended up showing my shoes. So we're just going to walk on off. Gemma's coming up next with your forecast.
When it feels out of your hands, call all nines.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday so far, and you may have seen that rain this morning, but now it is nice and dry as we start out with our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam. Very overcast skies. We still have these cumulus clouds across the CSRA with warmer temperatures today. Yesterday we were in the low 70s. Now we're at 84 degrees in Augusta with a west wind coming in at 10 miles per hour. Dew points are in the lower 60s, and our sunset will be at 8:09 tonight. Around the CSRA, we've got low to mid 80s for all of us. 84 in Sparta, 82 in McCormick, 83 in Bamberg. So very consistent overall. A cold front is on the way, though, and that means cooler temperatures coming our way tomorrow, and also another chance of rain and a few thunderstorms. So along this front, we are seeing rain from Alabama over towards Texas. A few of these storms, especially in Mississippi, are currently severe. There's also the possibility of tornadoes, and all of this is moving in our direction. But don't worry, it is going to be losing its strength, just like with the rain we had last night. So this is a rinse and repeat forecast, meaning more rain coming in around the same time frame that it did last night and early this morning. So it is going to be a rainy night tonight with temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Then tomorrow afternoon, we'll see some sunshine. And like I mentioned, temperatures will be a little bit cooler, topping off in the mid to upper 70s. So here's your forecast for your Thursday. We will be just partly cloudy and dry once we get into the afternoon. And then looking ahead to the weekend, rain chances are skyrocketing up to 90%. We're also going to have a few showers and storms possible on Friday as well. But the good news is that we're really not expecting severe weather over any of these days, and also no major flooding concerns because we need all of this rain. The ground is still very dry. We've only picked up around 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch at the most over the past few days across the CSRA. So here's our future cast. Rain moves in overnight, some heavy downpours possible, some rumbles of thunder, a little bit of lightning, but not expecting that severe weather. So this moves out mid-morning on Thursday, possibly a stray shower here and there in the afternoon, but most of the day is dry, and you can see those clouds also clear a good bit. Now Friday morning actually looking mostly dry. We're not seeing much activity there. We will have the cloud cover throughout the afternoon on Friday, and then this model is showing the rain getting here pretty early Friday evening. This may be a little bit overdone, but as of now, prepare for that possible widespread light rain Friday night, and then additional rain moving in Saturday morning, especially by the time we get to around 8 a.m. This is when we'll see some heavy downpours, and this continues until the early afternoon. So if you have Saturday morning plans that last until, say, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you may need to reconsider those. But by the time we get to dinner time, we are expected to dry back out, and the second half of the weekend looks good. So rainfall totals really won't be too significant tonight or on Friday, but then once we get to Saturday, north of I-20, we could be talking up to around 2 inches of rain. So it is a split forecast this weekend. Sunday will be completely different. Will be sunny, dry, and temperatures will be in the low 50s. Also some chilly mornings coming our way. Look at those lows. A low of 62 tonight, but then lows at 45 Sunday and Monday morning of next week. We'll also be starting next week sunny and dry with more showers and storms the following Thursday. And we'll be right back.
It's time for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. Your chance to get a great haircut at a limited time price. Save time when you check in on our app. But hurry, the sale ends soon. The Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
It's a 7-day use tax.
It's time for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. Your chance to get a great haircut at a limited time price. Save time when you check in on our app. But hurry, the sale ends soon. The Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Last December on Monday Night Football, then Giants kicker Younghoe Koo tripped on a field goal attempt. Remember this? A thoroughbred trainer, Mark Toothaker, says he laughed so hard at the miss that he had a seizure, which later revealed a benign tennis ball-sized brain tumor. The tumor was eventually removed without issue, and he's now doing just fine. There's so many ways you could take this story. Like, you know, you're not supposed to laugh at someone else's pain or whatever, but then again, if he had not laughed, he would not have noticed the tumor. So you can go any way with that. But we thank you for joining us. Have a good night. News Channel 6 at 6 is next.
Women to Watch on News Channel 6 is proudly sponsored by the Barnes Law Office. Women who win. Contact us today.
Burt Jones is